Welcome to HD Toy Theater. Today we're looking at the Medicom Toy MAFEX Amazing Spider-Man action figure from the movie. It is a very well sculpted and highly articulated action figure. It comes with extra accessories, so let's dive right in and see what this figure is all about. The figure includes extra sets of hands, your web gesture shooting hands, open hands, relaxed hands, and web line holding hands. The figure includes two web lines that are used for shooting out the webs when he does that gesture with his hands, and as you can see, clear plastic little rings at the very end, and those will be used to attach to the figure. So let's grab our figure and do a hand swap and put on one of these web lines. So first you're going to take off the existing hand off the figure, expose that peg, grab the right web shooting gesture hand, this guy. First, you want to put this one on first. And you want to make sure it kind of matches up with the web shooter right there. So it makes sense when it's positioned on the figure. Put the hand back on. There you go. You also get a single, not sure why you don't get two, straightforward web lines for him to hold. This is a little more clumpy compared to the one that's supposed to be used for the web shooting action. As you can see, the sculpting is a little bit different, but both are transparent, clear plastic, and it holds pretty well as long as you grab the right hand, the web holding hand, this guy here. Slide it in. It stays in there pretty nice and snug. Not too loose, not too tight either. Figure includes a display stand, clear plastic, same articulation system as the Tamashii stage. You can bend here, bend there, and you can rotate around this peg point at the top. And it clamps right there. So you can pretty much get anything you want out of this. You can also rotate it there. You can use these other two base peg points to position the arm on top of, if you wish. So here's a quick comparison shot between the Hasbro version of the Amazing Spider-Man. As you can tell, the physiques are so different. They're like totally different universes here. This is a lot more movie accurate compared to this one. And let me just throw in the Spider-Man version, inspired by the Tobey Maguire portrayal of Spider-Man right there. That's by Toy Biz from the Spider-Man 2 line. And you can tell just a little bit shorter than the Medicom MAFEX figure. Taking a closer look at the figure now, we'll start from the top, looking at the head, especially the eyes. It's a compound effect with clear plastic covering a stickered gold interior, so you get that nice cool lens goggle effect there. And then as you can tell, his physique is very movie accurate. It's not super, cut or anything like that, but he's very lean, very teenage. And the movie design is really seen in this figure. I love how the webs are blackened in. You can definitely see the texture going on. Some subtle shades of darkness over the texture everywhere, even the blue and the red, to give it a little pop. A little attention to detail on the web shooter. Well, that's cool. See that one. So overall, the design is just amazing. The sculpting, pretty awesome stuff. And then there's the web on the back and the front. For articulation, this guy is a lot of fun to pose out. He has a good range of motion. His articulation system is very much SH Figuarts in a way, but a little different in certain areas as well. So you can really get him in poses like that where he's kind of, down low, ready to spring up. You can also really get his legs all weird angles, like in the comic books and stuff, where like that's not humanly possible, but you can do it with this figure. That's just insane. So, and the easiness of moving the joints around is really nice. It's not too loose. It's not super tight either. It's just perfect. You won't have a problem at all. And if things pop out, like you say, like this, like a ball joint comes out of the arm, it's easy to pop back in. There's really no risk of breaking things unless you're super rough. I mean, you'd have to be like a 5-year-old throwing this thing around to really break it. So it's really durable, good plastic quality all around. So you'll be able to pose this guy out really easily and have a lot of fun with it. But let's take a look at the articulation system. It's very SH Figuarts with its articulation points. Ball jointed head at the top of the neck, same with the lower neck. Ball hinge here. And you can rotate, swing out, no problem. One thing to point out is with this chest area here, it's made of more flexible material, kind of like what you would get with a Square Enix figure, but maybe just a little bit tougher. And that'll help when you do poses like that, because you see some kind of natural compression of the side of the body. So that's kind of cool. Same if you brought that up. See how that area of the body kind of compresses, squeezes in. So that's kind of cool. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, ball hinge wrist, ball joint upper torso. As you bend back too much, sometimes you'll see some inner workings of the body. Ball jointed waist, ball jointed legs, good range, thigh swivel, double jointed knees, ball hinge feet, rocket 2 here, and 2 articulations. So this guy is so much fun to play around with. Awesome articulation. Final thoughts on this figure, definitely one I recommend. Very well sculpted, very movie accurate in that sense. Awesome articulation. Just the range of motion is amazing. The accessory count is good plastic quality, so you'll definitely get your money's worth with this figure and be impressed. It is a little pricey because it's an import from Japan, about $55, but to be honest, I think this is well worth the money. And you can pick this guy up at bigbadtoystore.com like I did and add him to your collection. So hope you guys enjoyed the review. Hit like, dislike, and or comment. Check out my other videos. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out HDToyTheater.com, and we'll see you next time.